Hey guys, how's it going? For this episode today, I'm just going to take you through my training plan for the week. It's 18 weeks to go until the scheduled date for the Cairns half Ironman. So that means it's time to kick my official training plan into gear. The foot's feeling really good. I've still got to do some work on the bike. I'm looking to change my pedals and sort some stuff out there. Just because, at the moment it's not quite working on the bike, but on the run, the foot feels great. This week I'm going to step it up. I've been doing 8 minutes on, 2 minutes walk. So this week I'm going to step it up another level, 9 minutes on, 1 minute walk. I'm feeling pretty good, pretty confident to launch into that training program. So the training plan that I use, well, what is it? Where does it come from? Towards the back half of last year, I did a bit of reading of a book by Matt Fitzgerald called 80-20 Running. In a nutshell is you spend 80% of your time training at lower heart rate, lower intensity, and 20% of your time at high intensity. And you try to avoid a couple of those wishy-washy in the middle zones. And if you can do that, you should achieve better results as if you just went out and went hard all the time, or if you went out and went slow all the time. So I trialled it over 8 weeks and absolutely smashed my 5K PB after that 8 weeks. So very, very happy with the results. So when I was training for the triathlon, I knew that's what I was going to do. I was going to use their stuff. One of the big things that I love about it is that the book goes through how to test yourself and how to test your fitness, and to give yourself zones based on that you should base your running and your paces and all that sort of stuff off. So it gives you a really good insight into where you're actually at, and then you can target and tailor the training program to yourself from that. So I'll put a link in the description of the video to the book. Highly recommend it. And I'm just going to share with you what my first week of training is going to look like. I've got to be honest, it's pretty easy. I'm doing a level 1 training program just because that's really all I have time for. I've had a look at the level 2s and level 3s and all that sort of stuff, and I don't have time to fit that in around full-time work and family and all of that sort of stuff. So it starts off very easy, but it does ramp up pretty quickly. So my week this week, there's 3 rides, 3 runs, and 3 swims planned. Now, right off the bat, the swims, they're hard to get to for me. I've said it before, they're bloody hard to get to. The pool's miles away, and it's only open at certain times. That's really inconvenient for me. So for this early phase of the training program, I'm not going to do the swimming. I will aim to get out and do a bit of open water swimming once every couple of weeks, just to get the arms ticking over. But instead, because I've had the strength training stuff that I've done, and I've developed really good routines with that strength training stuff, I'm going to keep that going. So whenever in the calendar or in the training program there is a swim scheduled, I'm going to swap that out for a strength session and just do it that way. Later on in the training program, about 6 to 8 weeks out, that's when I'll start swimming with a squad, and I'll do that a little bit more intensely. So looking at my, so I've got left over there 6 training sessions, 3 rides, 3 runs, basically 1 a day. I use Monday as a rest day, and then I launch into it from there. One of the other great things about the training plans that they suggest in this book is that they're all really well designed to chop and change, and if you have something on a Tuesday and it says do this on a Tuesday, it's really easy to switch things out and chop and change it, and that's how I've designed it to suit my requirements. So one of my big things on Tuesdays, I have to be at work like an hour and a half earlier than I normally do for a meeting. So I make sure my shortest activity is on a Tuesday, and just stick with that. So tomorrow, kicking things off with just a half-hour easy run. Like I said, I'll do 9 minutes on, 1 minute off. Next step on Wednesday, I can be a little bit later getting ready because my wife doesn't work. Don't have to take the young fella to daycare, so I can be a little bit later. So I go for my first ride of the week on a Wednesday, and that one is just going to be an easy loop. I think it's 55 minutes or so. Just easy ride, zone 1, just a trundle around. I'll probably just go around to the airport, do a bit of a loop and come home. After Wednesday, so Thursday, I'll probably schedule my second run for the week there, and that'll be my second shortest run for the week. This week, all 3 runs are easy runs. So Thursday, I think I'll do, I think it's a 35-minute run, just at that zone 1, zone 2, comfortable talking sort of pace. And yeah, so again, I'll do 9 minutes on, 1 minute off. Now, on Friday, that's my last morning training session for the week. I'll get on the bike and I will ride, and I'll do one of the sessions. It's got some short, sharp intervals in there. It's got about 8 30-second hill repeats. Now, I found a hill down south. I'm actually just driving past where that hill's located, a couple of 100 meters that way. It takes 30 seconds to get to the top of that hill. So it's a really good short, sharp one for those short, sharp hill reps. So I'll do those Friday. It's a 20-minute warm-up, 8 short, sharp hill reps, and then 28 minutes just riding around, getting back home. And yeah, nice and easy. So that's my Friday. Weekend, that's when I schedule my longest run, my longest ride. It makes sense. So my longest run on Saturdays, because I always aim to get down to park run by 7 o'clock and do that with the young fella. If not park run, then I aim to get to coffee at about 7:45. So my long run for this week, again, nice and short one. It's only 45 minutes. I'll do the 9 minutes on, 1 minute off, and just get through. And then hopefully the following week in those steady runs, then I'll be confident in my foot. I'll be able to run for the whole time. So then last activity for the week, it's a 70-minute bike ride. At the book, they call it cruise intervals. So a bit of a warm up, 20 odd minutes for the warm up. And then there's some 5-minute zone 3 sort of efforts. They're not maximum efforts. They're just, push the pace that little bit harder sort of efforts. I'll use them to get down in the aero bars, get a bit of practice in the aero bars there. And yeah, so 70 minutes. That wraps up my week. And like I said, strength session coinciding with my run days, just because it just makes sense to me to do on those 3 days. I'll do 3 strength workouts for the week. And that concludes my plan for the week. So like I said, pretty easy start, and hopefully should be feeling pretty good. I'm on my way now to hopefully go and get a spanner so I can fix my bike, because I thought I've been feeling a bit of pain in my foot when I've been riding, so I thought I'd give midsole cleats a go. And to do that, I had to change my pedals over from the Shimano triangular cleats to the SPD mountain bike cleats, and I've got it all sorted. It's all ready to go. Drilled my holes in my shoes and everything, and I can't get one of my pedals off. So I'm going to try and get myself a spanner, and hopefully I can get that off tonight so I can get on the bike as soon as possible this week. All right, just coming up to the hardware shop now, so I will love you and leave you there. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions about the 80-20 running or anything like that, the training programs, just leave a comment down below and I'll answer them as best I can. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this sort of stuff, click subscribe. I'll see you next time.